Okay, first video. What do I do? You know what? Let's look at the greatest song of all time. Can we have a revolt? Please? Well, at least it's not number one, I guess. Hello and welcome to Caiasi, the place to be pretentious and obnoxious. Now, it's no surprise that Ed Sheeran would get Christmas number one in 2017. It was obvious what he was going for. Hey, here's a song that I deem as being my best song of all time, and let's make covers of them. Two of them. So let's go ahead and see what's so good about it.
I found a love for me.
My God, Sheeran, that's selfish. Don't you know that sharing is caring?
Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead.
We are really starting out strong right here, that's for sure. What kind of lead does Sheeran even have? The only lead he ever has is in the charts. That's all superficial nonsense though, so let's just move on.
I found a girl, beautiful and sweet.
Great. We're getting a bland repetition of I found, and this goes on for... what? 4 times? Really? That's it? Feels like it's more than that, but I guess I was forced to listen to it far too many times, and it just happens to stick out. It's a horrible way to start lines for a song with esteem and makes the song sound like it's for children. You found a girlfriend, we get it, you said it already, you don't need to repeat it to pad out the song. It's too simplistic to encapsulate this whole lovey-dovey romance thing he's trying to hit. I guess it worked though. It did get to number one, so maybe I'm just too dumb to recognise its worth, but I just don't see any of it here.
I never knew you were the someone waiting for me.
Sheeran, I don't think anyone would naturally think there's anyone just sat waiting around specifically for them unless they happen to be delusional. So you're kind of stating the obvious here.
Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own.
Is it just me, or do these lines not connect? He's flinging these all too common tropes of love songs around the room and vaguely connecting them by making them rhyme. That's all it is here. He lacks the imagination to form lyrics that flow naturally, and instead pound these snippets of ideas and mash them together to form, well, this. What's more, he seems to enjoy creating a game of tennis with the lyrics.
Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine.
Anyway, have a listen to this and think about what you're hearing for a moment. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a lack of a fundamental element of music, being musical. It's a borderline monotone while there's this god-awful synthetic drone of an organ playing in the background with endlessly sustained notes. While this is trying far too hard to be a cutesy love song, Sheeran thought this morbid and bland tone of an organ would be a phenomenal fit for this track. Yeah, no. It just gives this depressing vibe that doesn't belong in this. At least it builds up to some kind of elegance further on, but I'm hard-pressed in stating that. Fundamentally, it's alright, I guess, but it doesn't exactly stir up anything in the way of emotions. It just pushes for this element of grandiosity, which, let's be fair here, I suppose it represents a surge of confidence in Sheeran. Even then, it's not even interesting to listen to. It's Sheeran being Sheeran. Boring. Even the chorus is filled with unimaginative imagery.
Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms.
Man, this is painful to listen to. Maybe it's because it's so badly worded. Hey girl, I'm right beside you and dancing with you, and I'm telling you that I'm right beside you and dancing with you. I don't know. Maybe he's dancing in a dark room imagining his wife. Whatever. The more times you hear it, the more you cannot help but hear it, and it sounds incredibly dumb. Then again, this is Ed Sheeran we're talking about, the genius who came up with this killer line.
Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you.
And since we're going there, Sheeran also recycled Follow My Lead from Shape of You, so there's that, I guess. It's not like it has any reason to be there other than being a forced rhyme and filler line. Then there's this entirely pointless line.
I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love.
I found a lover to carry love. Sheeran, you do already know this is exactly how relationships work, don't you? Please, for the love of God, please tell me you understand this basic concept and understand why this is one of the dumbest lines I've ever had the misfortune of hearing. And then we get this random stab of insecurity.
When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this.
Sheeran sounds downright depressed he even has a girlfriend to begin with. I know he's been all meek and whatever, but it sounds as though he's suffering. It doesn't sound like the right wording. It feels a bit off the mark with its intentions, but hell, it's not like he cares. He admitted he thoughts up the lyrics in a single day. He wasn't going to put in any more time to refine it. For his wife. God damn it, this is insulting. That's how much she's worth to him, I guess. One day.
I don't deserve this.
I like to think this line is a sly reference to his music career.
I don't deserve this.
You're damn right there, Sheeran.
I don't deserve this.
Ugh, the more times I listen to this, the more it sounds like a pathetic way for Sheeran to make himself out to be a nice guy. I'm sure he is, don't get me wrong, but holy hell, this is really forcing it out in such a contrived manner. It's blurted out without any reason for it to be said in the first place. Much like...
When you said you looked a mess.
Of course! You're outside, you're captured in this moment of love. You're a woman, and the first thing you think about is, I look a mess. Was that something Sheeran made up for the sake of the song, or did it actually happen? Who knows? Who cares? Sheeran doesn't, obviously. Or maybe he's singing about himself. He looks a mess, but he's telling himself he looks perfect. Oh my god, I did it! I actually did it! I cracked a code! All in all, this is just an incredibly boring and poorly written song with minimal creative imagination. Sheeran making out that Perfect is his best track is downright laughable, as it's obvious he made better tracks than this. And even then, those tracks are nothing special at all. Definitely not worth spending any time with, and they're all forgettable anyway. At least with Photograph there's emotion, and that's far more than what Perfect has. Of course, Thinking Out Loud, which Ed Sheeran was trying to beat in the first place, is still better in every way. The instrumentation all complement the theme. There's actual life in Sheeran's vocals, and the lyrics are actually decent. I guess.
Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart.
And what is it that's Perfect has?
Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Yeah, it's a poor excuse of a love song, and the only reason why he's saying it's his best track is because it's his most personal and captures an important moment to him. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the song itself. It's only because it's dedicated to his wife. Oh, one day that he spent with it. God damn it. Actually, no, I refuse to believe this was ever dedicated to his wife. This is Sheeran bragging about finding himself a girlfriend. It comes across as being self-absorbed more than anything. This is Sheeran's brag block, and I will stand by that statement.
It is so beautiful. And was that written for Cherry as well?
Yeah.
And of course we have Sheeran being Sheeran. So he's trying to make this song extra special by... No, not putting more effort into the song itself, but by making sure it gets Christmas #1, where it will be forever immortalised. Wonderful stuff. Thanks, Sheeran. Also, let's just mention the way he sings here with that irritating bounce, because that is seriously annoying.
Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own.
Stop. Just stop. I try my best to be fair when it comes to giving my own critique to music. Hence I've probably listened to this track about 100 times in my own time, besides hearing it on my beloved radio station at work. So, in all fairness, it really is a bad track and severely lacks passion. But at least it's nothing insufferable. It's a song you'd hear, walk past and forget about it afterwards. There's nothing compelling about it. Even the wispy vocals in the background do extremely little for the track, and once that drum beat kicks in to liven up the track, it feels like all Sheeran did was push a button on the keyboard for a very stock sounding beat, which becomes stale very quickly. When it comes to giving this track an honest rating, I'm incredibly indecisive and flick from a 4 to 3, and back to 4. So why don't I go ahead and split it down the middle and give it a 3.5? Seriously, out of everything I've listened to and giving them ratings, it's this track that made me feel that a solid 1 to 10 is too restrictive as a rating system for me. So from here on out, I'm going to go up by halves. Here on out. I've only just started. And we're not done yet, because thank the gods we have more. Boy oh boy. So what better features to have on this epic romantic track than Beyonce and Bocelli? Yeah, I couldn't think of any better candidates myself. I'm glad that Sheeran has his pristine knowledge of the perfect vocalist for this thing.
I found love.
As I said, so. Nice to see that organ having a revamp and still being as depressing as ever. At least it's more melodic and the good old acoustic guitar is more prominent here. A step in the right direction, I suppose.
Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass while listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see.
Scratch that. This is a leap backwards. Sheeran's and Beyonce's vocals are boring to begin with, and they'll always be boring. But I'm confused with what Beyonce is trying to do here. Is she fighting for the spotlight here? Even when trying to harmonise with Sheeran, it sounds like she's fighting against him for all the attention.
We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds.
This whole airy choir is completely nonsensical and doesn't serve any purpose other than to be flashy. They're all in your face about it with zero desire to be subtle and delicate about it, and the way they dip in and out is cringeworthy at best. Then you have Beyonce singing breathlessly. What did I do? Rush out his single take and just went along with it.
He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love.
Hey, wait a minute.
I hope that someday I'll share her home. I hope that someday we'll share our home.
My god, that sly devil Sheeran. She doesn't say his home, but our home. He's going all out here. Someone call the cops. Never mind the fortune he's earned. He's out to take her home. This was his master plan all along.
Darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man.
Be your... what? Oh, great. You managed to make an already terrible line even worse. Well done. And then there's this.
Well, baby, I'm dancing in the
and this.
To carry love, to carry children of our own.
I don't know. Desperately tried to sound unique and sound incredibly stupid as a result. It doesn't work, and she only manages to create a headache through her abysmal vocals. A solid 2.5 out of 10 easy. Let's see if the other's any better.
Cogli miei sogni, miei segreti, molto di più.
No it's not. What? Did you expect anything good from Bocelli on a whimpering song like this? No. Every bit of intimacy that Sheeran tried to go for is raised with these bold, bombastic vocals of this big, beefy man yelling into your ears. And yes, I'm aware he's neither big nor beefy. Sue me.
Vado con te nell'oscurità, stretti forte poi a piedi nudi noi.
God damn it. Sheeran's trying to sing along with him as well. Commendable effort, but the contrast between vocals are painful to listen to. There can be good contrast, but you'll find none here. You have an opera singer paired with a sad, sappy teenager. That's something that will never work. It's painful to listen to, and Sheeran trying to sing in Italian only adds in a good dose of cringe. It's a terrible mix of bad ideas. The music is at least the most musical here out of all three versions, but it comes across as being the beginner's guide to Italian-style music. Instruments are just thrown in and played at absolute bare minimum. There's more effort put into it, but it's still an incredibly low amount. I give this another 2.5 out of 10. There's no joy you'll receive from this. How this voting system was organised, I don't know and I don't care. Maybe they just provided their own list and you got to choose from what you think are the best. So it's not like you could cast your votes on something vastly different. I know I'm taking this far too seriously, but I cannot begin to fathom how anyone could honestly say that Perfect is the greatest song of all time. It's an incredible disservice to truly talented musicians who get heavily overshadowed because of his attitude of following names because they're names. This song is dying, I'm done with this. I can finally stop listening to it. Now let me listen to a good song with real heart put into it.